After a long hiatus of being absent from the US market, BlackBerry is finally coming back. Or sort of. Recently, TCL, makers of Alcatel, announced a partnership with BlackBerry Mobility to produce their new hardware for future devices, and here is their first proper go. Meet the new BlackBerry, a device that was introduced to us at CES without a name, hardware, info, specs, price, or really anything to help give this video a proper purpose. So instead of talking about the specs, let's just talk about how it looks, my experience using it briefly, and my overall thoughts. This new BlackBerry has a super good look in my opinion. It looks like a hybrid of a Lumia device at the top, and if you flip it over, it looks like the Lumix CM1 camera device from a couple years ago. The quality in the hand is pretty wicked. The metal sides feel fantastic, and the soft touch grippy back gives it a super secure feeling in the hand, and it feels very high quality. On the front is a display, probably close to 5 inches in size with a pretty high resolution. Below that is your full-size QWERTY keyboard, the signature dish of this BlackBerry. The keyboard is a little difficult to type on, but perhaps that's because I've been using an on-screen keyboard for so long. The keyboard also has a capacitive trackpad that lets you swipe over it to control what's going on the screen. And lastly, the spacebar has a fingerprint sensor integrated inside of it. The new BlackBerry has 2 ports, a USB Type-C port, thank you, and a 3.5mm headphone jack, also thank you. The buttons on the side are fairly simple yet placed kind of oddly. The sleep-wake button, for example, is placed on the left-hand side. That is a very terrible choice. The volume rocker and convenience buttons are all on the right side, and I just don't really like where they're placed. Software-wise, this incarnation of a prototype is running pure stock Android 7.0. They promised a very Nexus, or I suppose very Pixel-like experience on the software side with BlackBerry's bulletproof security features. And while it's somewhat buggy now, I can't imagine this being a very bad experience at all. I really think the experience is pretty nice, even in this buggy alpha stage. Overall, the new BlackBerry is one super cool looking device. It's pretty manageable in the hand, and it looks great in my opinion. And if it's going to be priced in the mid-range tier, then it might be absolutely worth picking up if you're a BlackBerry user who is looking to jump onto the Android bandwagon. We'll get a lot more news about this phone at Mobile World Congress, so make sure to stay tuned for that. Hope you enjoyed the video. If so, hit that like button below. Live from CES 2017, my name is Marco Hanna, and I'll catch you in my next video.